Alright, what is up YouTube? It is Psychedelic Scizor, and I'm here with my team builder for week 1 of the King UCL League. This match is actually against Sting, not King. Like I said, my team builder, the schedule got changed because it was kind of messed up. I don't remember why, but it is changed, and I'm just dealing with it. But I really like my matchup this week, and I may have the team over here. I probably won't. So just in case, we're going to go over to the page and see what his team is. Sting's team, he definitely has some good tools to use. It's not the worst team out there. It definitely isn't. There's a lot of good teams here, though, I will say. I definitely feel like I have one of the best, if not the best, but this is still a threat. Celesteela is always hard to take down. Garchomp's a threat. Tapu Fini, Lycanroc, Dayform, Dhelmise, Darmanitan, Scrafty, Magneton, Alolan Persian, Shiinotic, Gastrodon, and Xatu is his team. He has a lot of bulky offense type options along with Celesteela and Tapu Fini. Luckily for me, even though his team does have bulk and it's hard to OHKO, they don't really have any kind of reliable recovery. The only thing, I think Dhelmise can synthesis, maybe. I don't even think it can do that. And I think that's it as far as reliable recovery. Xatu can roost and Gastrodon can recover, but these are very low tier options. I don't see either of these being brought. I could maybe see Gastrodon, but otherwise, like, I'm not as worried. I feel like I had a really good matchup this week, and you'll see coming into this. Alright, so first off, one thing I saw right away was a Dragon Dancing Tyranitar actually just rips through his team with the right coverage, which it has. And so this Tyranitar is just running Dragon Dance with Crunch, Thunder Punch, and Ice Punch. I'm going to be crunching most things. It's especially good for Dhelmise, who would resist my rock coverage. Thunder Punch is for Celesteela and Tapu Fini, and Ice Punch is for Garchomp. I'm going to be crunching everything else. This is enough speed to outspeed his entire team that isn't Choice Scarfed after +1. I can even outspeed Lycanroc. Not that it can hit me hard back, but still. It's a good speed benchmark to hit. Which lets me run Adamant, which with that kind of attack is almost 470 attack. That's a lot. That's before boosts. Kind of bulky. Just from base stats, I wasn't really able to invest much, but Mr. T puts in a lot of work this week. This could definitely clean up late game. It just, with the natural bulk of Tapu Fini and Celesteela, I need them to be weakened a little bit, even with this super effective coverage here. I still need to weaken things a little bit. And because I needed to weaken things, I knew I needed Stealth Rocks, and so I felt like my most reliable Stealth Rocker was Rhydon. I didn't finish this set. Alright, let's finish this mid-recording. I know I was going to put Poison Jab on there for Tapu Fini, and I could also run Ice Punch, I suppose, for... Well, I could run Ice Punch for Garchomp. Yeah, I'm split. I could run that, which would actually work out best, because this thing sort of wants to switch into Garchomp. Not exactly, but it sort of does. And then I was at least considering, though, running a Smackdown set to... Or wait, I think I just did this calc. No, not that. I did a calc for... Never mind, I'm not going to pull up. I don't know if Rhydon does necessarily enough extra damage with Poison Jab. Actually, yeah, Poison Jab would still be weaker than Earthquake to a Tapu Fini. So, no, I'm going to run Ice Punch for Garchomp. And then I'm also going to run Smackdown so that I can hit Celesteela with Earthquakes. Yeah, I like this set. Especially defensive, because I don't really need physical defense. It's got enough naturally, especially with Violite. And then the special defense lets me sort of take Flash Cannons from Magneton. Not super well. I'm still 2 KO'd, but like it only does like a little over 50%, you know. So I'm not totally dead if I have to stay in against it. Alright, so that was not the smoothest, but hey, I still like this set. Next, we have another sweeper. I think I was just going to give you white herb. I literally just finished team building and started recording. Give you white herb for now. I might give you something else later. Like, I considered running, what is a berry? Watermelon berry. No, that's not it. That doesn't, that's something for, whatever. White herb it is. I might consider running this a berry, like to take a super effective hit from something, but white herb works out. You don't know. I know I'm not running white herb. I know I'm running a berry. We're going to find what the water berry is so that I can potentially set up later game on Tapu Fini if it's weakened. Right. Okay, that's steel. I might consider... Nah, I don't want to run a berry. I don't want to set up on that. On Celesteela. Fighting Flying Dark. Dragon, I apologize. Cabia, I know that one. Aka Berry. Pasho Berry, that's it. I could even see what it is. I remember what it looked like. Just don't remember the name of it. Alright, well this thing is set to hit the same speed benchmark that Tyranitar is once it sets up. This thing outspeeds Lycanroc Day form after a Shell Smash, and with Modest, this thing hits like a truck with a pretty standard coverage, Surf, Earth Power, Ice Beam. Hits pretty much everything. It doesn't hit Tapu Fini super effectively, which is why I might need to set up a little bit more. Like, I might have to get up 2 Shell Smashes, depending on if I, like, force a switch or something. Yeah, so I could see that. I could bring this thing, force a switch into Tapu Fini, I Shell Smash, and then he goes for Scald, I Shell Smash again. Yeah, I could see that happening. Maybe. Next, this is a set I really am proud of. You may think, you see sand. Stoutland's going to be a sand sweeper. Nope, Stoutland. This is a defensive Stoutland, and actually I run the calcs. This thing handles a lot of things really well. This handles 2 things primarily that I was going to worry about. It handles Garchomp very well, and it handles Dhelmise very well. The 2 things that Rhydon can't take on. Intimidate lowers their power significantly. I was split between Leftovers and Rocky Helmet, but you know, Garchomp's mostly going to be Earthquaking me, so I figured it's going to be more worth it for run Leftovers and just have some longevity. And this set still just kind of hits. Return is generally good spammable coverage. Thunder Wave is going to be nice for offensive threats that might want to come in. Crunch is for Dhelmise. Ice Fang is for Garchomp. And it's just max physical defensive with the rest tiny bit thrown into attack. Yeah, the calc for this was like Earthquake only does, like, from Garchomp, only does like 22 to 26% after an Intimidate to Stoutland. This thing really just eats up Garchomp's hits unless it's running Brick Break, which I don't necessarily see, because it hits everything that would be weak to... Everything that is weak to Brick Break, it also hits with Earthquake super effectively, and so I don't really see him bringing that. Excuse me, I'm always tired. Yeah, being able to Thunder Wave things might be nice. I don't know what he would bring in that I'd be able to Thunder Wave, but I don't know, maybe a Darmanitan if I catch that switch. Next is Rotom-Mow. This is a specially defensive set. This thing is my main Magneton counter. Runs with Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, Dark Pulse, and Leaf Storm. Volt Switch is pretty, you know, standard for Rotom. It also hits Tapu Fini fairly well. This is a nice Tapu Fini check, sort of, if there isn't running Ice Beam, which I think is pretty likely. Will-O-Wisp is very good. The only switch-in he has to it is Darmanitan, and I'm not really worried about Darmanitan coming in because I switch into Rhydon 100% of the time against Darmanitan and just let the thing kill itself with Flare Blitz Recoil. Yeah, but then also Dark Pulse is for Dhelmise, which I can't touch otherwise, and Leaf Storm is another way of taking out Tapu Fini. That's one thing I don't have a way of just straight up killing. You know, Omastar struggles with it a little bit, so having Rotom there is pretty nice. It also, aside from HP Fire, handles Magneton extremely well. Even a Spec set only does like 33% max with Flash Cannon. Yeah, that's it. And that's Specs. That's actually pretty powerful. You would be surprised. And finally, My last slot is Sylveon. This is a bulky, modest Sylveon with a Hyper Voice, HP Fire, Calm Mind, and Wish with Babiri Berry. Babiri Berry lets me take a hit from Celesteela. And so let me show you this calc here. Sylveon choice spec set, but I'm not running speed. I am running 248 HP, 8 defense, and I am Babiri Berry against Celesteela. Assuming it's no attack, Heavy Slam does only 46 to 54%. If it's not invested, HP Fire still doesn't do a lot, although that thing is going to be invested. Let's at least give it max HP, pretty much. Yeah, HP Fire doesn't do much, but here's the thing. If I start Calm Minding up, it's immediately going to go into that, so a Hyper Voice into an HP Fire with Stealth Rocks is going to come pretty close to 2-hit KOing it, if not 2-hit KOing it right off the bat. Yeah, it is a chance, I believe, to hit KO it, like +1 Hyper Voice into +1 HP Fire if there are Stealth Rocks up. Yeah, and again, it can't really hit me very hard with Heavy Slam, so I like it. I like it. It's why am I tired whenever I record? All right. It does miss leftovers a little bit. That's why I'm running Wish. But I feel like the Babiri Berry is a little too important because Celesteela otherwise just, I mean, let me show you, that's completely uninvested. If I'm not running Babiri Berry, I'm just running just something that's not Babiri Berry. Heavy Slam with 0 investment will Oko me after Stealth Rocks, just straight up. That thing is so heavy. But yeah, this is a team I really like. I feel like I have switch-ins to pretty much everything. Like I'm not worried about his offensive threats at all. And I have the offensive pressure to just run him over. I have 2 very good setup sweepers. And also, just generally speaking, my walls have some good offensive presence to them. And that's what you go for, you know, pretty complete team. I really like this. So this will be going up a couple days after I record it. I'm recording this on Christmas Eve. And this battle will not happen until after Christmas, I know it. I just wanted to get this out of the way. I'm sorry I did not sleep much last night. Alright, so if you like what you saw, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and do whatever the hell it is you do with YouTube videos, and I'm going to get out of here and do another recording. See ya.